So the latest report is called The New Consumer and the Sharing Economy. First of all, we're beginning to see that there is a growing tension with consumers in terms of overconsumption, and really the tension is that we all feel that we are over-consuming, and yet we understand the economy, and we understand that really to be patriotic within our own communities we need to buy. So trying to actually work out what kind of channel we're taking. Smarter consumption, if you like, is very much about replacing the guilt of that purchase by buying from a company that has a purpose, and a purpose that we agree with. We're also seeing what we call collaborative consumerism, which is really, or collaborative consumption, which is the next wave of consumerism. How do we all share together? And then I think we're understanding that brands that are going to be successful are understanding what consumers want in this new sharing economy. So if we look at the overconsumption, so if we look at this tension between overconsumption, but I know that I need to buy to actually keep my economy going, what prosumers, and that's 77% of prosumers, are saying is that overconsumption is putting our society at risk and the planet at risk. Your mainstream consumer at the moment, 69% of people are saying that. So you can see that there is going to be a very, very strong shift into that responsible consuming of goods that we have seen a little bit before, but it's definitely becoming more so. It comes back to this whole point of, if we're going to consume, we need to consume with a purpose. So in other words, when I go to buy something, if I know that those goods have been made by a factory in Soweto that is supporting 40 women who've got children, I'm going to feel good about making that purchase. It might be a luxury purchase, it might be a purchase I don't really need, but the fact is it makes me feel better, and it's getting brands to understand that. And if you look at a lot of brands in the market now, they are still very much about profit, and they're not about purpose. And until they begin to learn that they need to become about purpose, they're going to find that fair trade goods, as they're being deemed, are going to start to actually eat into their market share. They are absolutely saying that they are happier to share than to own. It's that whole feeling that we have gone from I aspire to having my own to I want to be inspired by things around me. It's all about experience rather than ownership. And we're seeing that very much in the way that they behave, because if you like, by the sharing economy, they're almost trading with each other. They're borrowing things from each other. They're swapping things with each other. So in many ways, you're going back towards bartering. The trick here is for brands to understand that they need to move from I'm going to make you aspire to my brand and what I want to sell you, to I'm going to inspire you to want to engage with it. And the other really significant shift that I think we're going to see is that the really future first brands are going to start facilitating that sharing economy. They are going to start to allow people to share their products and their brands with their community and with their friends. If we look at this, and we're probably rolling on 5, maybe 10 years, depending on what market we're in, but brands are going to have to accept that they are going to sell less. But if they join the sharing economy now and they support the consumer who wants to be part of that, they are going to win. And I think one of the best examples of this was IKEA, where it took over its Facebook page. For every Sunday you could go on, and they created a virtual flea market where you could sell your old IKEA goods on their Facebook page every Sunday. And really it was helping the community, because it was helping goods to be recycled and reused, so it created a purpose for them. But obviously as part of that, you become part of the IKEA family. When you want some new furniture, who do you feel good about? IKEA. Who do you go to buy your goods? IKEA. So it's very much about win-win.